Taking a proper body measurement is very vital and key to making an outfit. It determines how good or fitted your outfit is going to turn out. So in today's video, I'll be taking you guys on how to take a correct and proper body measurement. So if you're a beginner or you're taking up a sewing career, or you just want to get your measurements by yourself to send to your designer or to get something online for yourself, this video is for you. So please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Juliet and this is Jules Closet. If you're joining us for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And to my viewers, my subscribers, thank you so much for the massive love, support you guys have shown to my channel in a very short time. I really appreciate it all. Thank you so much. So let's dive into the video. What you need for a proper body measurement is first your tape. Then you can get a piece of paper and a pen. So to avoid omissions on proper body measurement, you have to have an outline on the measurements that you need to be taking. So if you're making a shirt, if you're making a trouser, if you're making a gown, if you're making a skirt, you already have in mind the parameters that you want to measure out. So you have to write it down, then follow your list to avoid missing out on very important measurements. So to start, the first measurement I'll be taking is my full length. You can start from any point or at any point. Just be sure that you don't skip out on any important measurement. So I'm going to be taking my full length measurement. So this full length measurement will serve for a bubu gown, a long dress that will start from your shoulder to your feet. Then a jumpsuit, any long wear at all. Full length is very important. So I'm just going to place my tape on the highest part of my shoulder, which is here, just close to before your neck. You place your tape at this point from number 1. Then you place it through your bust, not by the side of the bust, through the bust. Then you're going to take it down to your ankle. So it can be tricky when you're taking it. If you're taking a full length, it's best advised to have someone by your side that can help you get an accurate full length measurement, so that you don't have to like bend down and shorten the length of the dress. So but when you place it here, if you're taking it on someone else, like you're getting a client's measurement, you place it on the highest part of the shoulder through the bust. Then avoid the tape folding or curving at any point. It's supposed to be straight so that you don't get a wrong measurement. Then you're going to just place it like this and you take it down to your ankle or the foot, depending on how long the client wants the dress to be. So if it's overflowing, you know that you're just going to take it till it reaches the ground and probably add some extra inches if it's a wedding dress or a gown that has a long flowing tail. That's still fine. So after that, the next measurement we are going to be taking is our shoulder length measurement. So for this shoulder length measurement, you're going to place your tape around this part of the shoulder, just before your arm cuff. So from this point to the other end. So the back measurement is best taken from the back, so that the front, there will not be any obstruction taking it from the front. So you're just going to place your tape like so, from this point to this point. So from here to this point is your shoulder measurement. For some people it varies. It can be 14, it can be 15, it can be 16, it can be 17, depending on how big the body size of the person that is being measured. So the next measurement we are going to be taking is our circumferences, the bust, the waist and the hip. So we're going to start with the bust. So you're going to hold your tape at number 1 inch, then take this round your bust, and on the highest part of your bust, not under the bust, on the highest part of your bust, probably where you have the nipple points, then you're just going to put it round. Then take your number 1 end and place it on the measurements that you've gotten, where your bust circumference stops. You place it on it. This is how to get your bust measurement. So you just avoid it slacking down when it has to be upright. And you take it around your bust. So the next measurement is our waist measurement. So for your waist measurement, you're going to identify the slimmest part of your waist. That is the point where you're going to place your tape to get your waist measurement. So for this, I'm going to be using this point where my trouser is. This is actually a high waist trouser. So at this point is the slimmest part of my waist where we have a curve. So I'm just going to place it through. Like this. And I get my waist measurement. So the next measurement we are taking is our hip measurement. So still the same pattern we used for the bust and the waist. We'll take it round our buttocks and our hip. Then place the tape at the widest part of your hip. So here on my hip is the widest part, not here and not here. At this wider, the place that is wider on the hips and also accommodates the buttocks. So you're just going to place it and get your hip measurements. So, and when you're doing so, you try to take it down and up to ensure free movement of the dress you're going to make. So at the point where it can go up and down freely, this is your hip measurement. The next measurement we'll be taking is our bust point measurement. So this bust point, some people call it nipple point measurement. So just from the shoulder to where your nipple stops, this is your bust point or your nipple point. So I'm just going to place it like this on the highest part of my shoulder, then through my bust, not by the side, from the front. We're going to identify the highest point of your bust where you have your nipple. So for this measurement, you ensure that you're wearing a tightly fitted bra, not like a tightly fitted bra, a good fitted bra. So to avoid probably having a wrong measurement, especially when you're making a dress that needs to be cupped or padded, you can tell your client to wear a bra before taking this measurement. So mine is at 10. It can vary from 8 to 9 to 9.5 to 10 to 11, depending on the person's body size. So the next measurement we are taking is our under bust length. So these are like vertical measurements, not the we've taken the horizontal bust measurement. So this is a vertical measurement for your under bust. So this under bust is just where your bust ended at this point. So it's also called a half cut measurement. So you're going to place your tape from your shoulder through the front of your bust to where you get the cuff. That's why I say it's good you wear a bra when taking this measurement. So to this point, this is your under bust measurement. The next measurement we are going to be taking is our waist length, our waistline measurement, or some people call it half length measurement. So from this point, you take it down. When you've identified the slimmer part of your waist, that is the point that we're going to stop. So from the highest part of your shoulder, you take it down to that area where you have the curve or the slimmest part of your waist. This will be your waist length or your half length measurement. So as you can see, mine is about 16 inches. So this also varies depending on how tall, how big, or how small you are. So for your hip length or hip line, to get your hip line, you can just place your tape from your shoulder and you identify the widest part of your hip, which is this area. You're going to place it from here down to the point where you have the widest part of your hip. That will serve as your hip line or your hip length. But for some people, you can as well take it from your waist down to the widest part. That's the hip line I'm talking about, is the line where you use to get your hip measurement. So if your hip measurement is 40 or 42 and you're trying to place your tape from the beginning of the fabric to the place where you're going to place this hip measurement, this is the line I'm talking about. So you're just going to place it from your shoulder down to the widest part of your hip. That will serve as your hip line. Or if you've gotten your waistline, so you're just going to place your tape from your waistline to the widest part of your hip. That is how to get your hip line. So mine is about 9 inches. For some people, it might be 8, it might be 10, it might be 9, 9.5, depending on your body measurement. So we're going to go into our sleeve measurement. So for your sleeve, you're going to place your tape just from the place we took our shoulder length, this height here, this point here. You're going to place your tape from there down to where you want your sleeve to be. So you can have a short sleeve, a long sleeve, that's a full length sleeve that will reach the wrist, or a 3/4 that will be here. So depending on your choice of length, you're just going to place your tape from this point down to where you want your sleeve to be. So for your sleeve round or the sleeve circumference, or for your arm circumference, you're going to take it at 3 points. One is the highest part of your arm. You place your tape around it. So you're going to place your tape around the highest part of your arm and get the measurement. This will serve as your upper arm measurement. Then you can also get at the midpoint of your arm. Since this part of the arm is actually bigger than this part, you're going to get a different measurement for your mid arm. Then at the wrist, you're going to get your wrist circumference. This is for a long sleeve. dress. So for the length of your tops, your skirts, I'll be showing you how to do that. So for a shirt, you're going to place your tape still here and take it down to where you want your top or your blouse to be. For a crop top, it will be somewhere around here, just after the bust and the bust, under bust, somewhere around here. Depending on your choice, you can just place it to this point. This will serve as your crop top length. Then for a full top or a full blouse length, it's around the crotch area. So this is my crotch area, and the shirt or the top or the blouse is going to stop at that point, or for some people it's just almost above that point, depending on your preference. Then for a skirt length measurement, you're going to place your tape just on your waistline, then down to where you want your skirt measurement to stop. So if it's a mini skirt, it's going to be before your knee. If it's just a moderate skirt, it's going to be on your knee. If it's going to be a midi skirt, it's going to be between your lower leg. Then if it's a full length skirt, on your ankle or just on the base of your foot. So it depends on your preference. With that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. Please do like, share, subscribe to my channel for more of these tutorials, and you can drop a question, a suggestion, or a compliment on the comment section. I'll be looking out for that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.